Honest J. Nowak. Oh yeah.
A pleasure to meet y'all at last, and welcome back to Honest J. Nowak. And now, well, I guess it's about time that I start getting some other things going on together, because I actually do have another new crossover part of the series that'll be coming along pretty soon, actually. So let's be sure to stay tuned to that. But until that happens, I basically do have a couple dozen different subjects to choose from regarding many different other things that I was able to jot down, because, well, that's just kind of the power of the YouTube video search bar, I guess. I've been able to find a lot of subjects that I haven't already discussed yet, so I guess I should probably get started by talking about insect consumption. Yeah. This is episode 681. And insect consumption is pretty much on the mind right now, because let me just say that the future is full of possibilities. Even though we've already crossed a few paths with a bunch of things that have taken place. We've had insurrections. We've had racial equity. The struggles develop for it. We've had a pandemic, although we're still pretty much in one. And I mean, there's just a lot of other things that have happened this year only that have been more than enough for me to conclusify that this is probably the worst year imaginable. Worse than many others I've already had, and I could pretty much go along naming on all those things and discussing why that is, but I'm going to try my best to save it for the end of the year, when it's best to talk about all that kind of stuff. So let's just get back to insect consumption and avoid getting off track at all costs. Because let's just say, again, the future's full of possibilities. Insect consumption might be one of the many abundant things out there that we might have to utilize to the best of our advantage. Because there could be a time when cows might go extinct, pigs might go extinct, any kind of animal with meat that we've generally eaten, or any other kind of vegetation that we've consumed all of our lives. I mean, I'm more than willing to get back on track and start a new section of my life with a vegetarian lifestyle put together. So, the thing is, insect consumption would be one of the many things that we're going to have to do at some point in the next coming decades. Because whether or not extinction is going to be a relevant fact that will spread across today's ecosystem, we're sure going to have a lot of things to worry about going forward. A lot of other things that we might also have to look upon, aside from natural disasters and the types of, well, other things that could actually take place. Insect consumption would be one of those things that we'd have to use just to survive. And the thing is, if Survival of No Limits had not already talked much about this particular kind of, well, dietary goal, then insect consumption would in fact be one of those things that not many people are very comfortable with doing, but one of these days it might have to happen just to survive. I mean, the fact is, though, that there has been a lot of research that has taken place in the past several decades, and most of it has actually come up with some pretty interesting facts that bugs and insects and all types of other life related to entomology is actually very nutritious in most ways. There's lots of proteins, vitamins, calcium, minerals that you can actually find within an insect's exoskeleton alone, especially when you compare it to something like a large chunk of steak or maybe a nice large slab of chicken breasts. The thing is that insects and bugs, though much more minuscule in size in comparison to a large slab of meat that you would have on your dinner platter, it still is a possibility that they will give you the same sort of health benefits and types of nutritional requirements that you would actually be able to get in most conventional meats, plants, and other food products out there in existence. Because the thing is, lots of things out there could prove to be future-proof. And we've had a lot of thrill seekers out there who were willing to eat nothing but insects as part of a challenge or as part of a little experiment. Rhett and Link have been pretty big veterans at this kind of sport, eating bugs and insects. Whether they were playing a game of war, a type of card game that involves one player beating the other, whether it be the fact that they're eating crickets and larvets as part of a challenge that describes the kind of accuracy in certain flavors like sour cream and onion and the like, whether they were just eating bugs and the like just for fun and all that good stuff, they are indeed probably some of the kings out there on the internet that happen to eat bugs for a living. Of course, I have yet to step into this kind of territory that relates to this sort of art in terms of, well, how you eat something, pretty much. So, oh gosh, focus is going out of whack. But anyways, the thing is, we're bound to have insects as a part of our diet, whether we like it or not. And the thing is that I myself am kind of craving some. I might as well go ahead and order a couple boxes of crickets, sour cream and onion flavored. So that's just kind of what that's all about. But anyways, that's pretty much all that I got to talk about right here. And if you want to see more, go down to my channel. Make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.